Who gives this bride away?
I do on behalf of her mother and father.
Stand here.
Okay.
On behalf of Nick and Katie, welcome and be seated. Looking around, we see friendship embodied in nature. The best friends grow organically. Small pieces, circumstances come together to create the beauties of imagination. The innate nature within our heart strives to completeness. Our nature strives to find completion. This may mean different things for different people, but these two before us, it means but one thing: love. If we are blessed to find love, we find the truth of ourselves and support to completely realize our potential. Finding the person who completes us helps us realize the greatest illusion is that we were ever apart. Separate being under the auspicious gaze of profound love, face the unknown wonders of the world together. What comes from love is the seed of all things, the aspect of creation, a means to a journey that transcends both time and space, such that before we start the journey, our nature has always embodied it. Life just needs to catch up. And with Nick and Katie, it is a journey of such profound and close orbit that they waited to find that ultimate connection. And as they stand before us, there is no doubt that they did. The universe started its miraculous work when their parents going to the same doctor. Born, they were in the same hospital, and the seed was planted, nurtured by the same town, the same schools, the same energy. And as they branched out into early adulthood, so too did they follow similar paths to Lubbock, always so close, the cyclical nature rising as their souls started merging before their bodies knew, until what seemed a twist of fate, the thing called internet, brought them together. Completion so profound, and a greater journey started. And now that spiraling nature of life, connected and whole, takes on the greatest impulse of all, that of family. For what can be created by one pales in comparison to what is created by two. And like the growing powerful movement of nature around, so too does life grow from this young but profound couple. For them there is unity, for them love, life, hope of all things. And for me, being a part of this is to find the greatest treasure of all: friendship. It's been a real honor to share my words with you, but I think it's time that y'all share your words with each other.
Katie, I'll never forget the first time we really met. We were at the Holy Grail. I can remember so clearly what it was like to sit across from you that night. Everything around us sort of faded away, and I was lost in the beauty and vibrance of your presence. We crammed every topic of conversation we could into that 3 hours, and you were the most beautiful woman in the room. And as far as I'm concerned, that still holds true no matter where we are together, especially today. I think it was fitting that we met at a place called the Holy Grail. According to legend, the Holy Grail has special powers and is designed to provide happiness, eternal youth, and food in infinite abundance. And anyone who knows you will attest that you are constantly radiating happiness, and that we bring out the youthfulness in each other. And I don't think we've missed a meal yet. I want you to know that I, with all my heart, am committed to you and have full dedication in our vows here today. I promise to love and care for you deeper than anyone else could, as deeply as you love me. I promise that you'll always have me, especially when life gets hard and even emotes. I'll be there to provide for you river and miles for the rest of our lives. I cherish our family above all else. lose our sense of adventure, that we'll grow old together, always exploring new places. And I vow to be faithful to you and to protect and nurture our bond and relationship forever. I love you so much and couldn't be a happier man.
Nikki Bob, today you're my husband, and 10 months ago you became the father to our son. A year and a half ago, you were the man I was overjoyed to be engaged to. 2 years ago, you became Diddy to our little girl. 2.5 years ago, you became my best friend and the greatest love I've ever known. Just before that, you were the familiar face of a boy from high school who I inadvertently played footsie with at the Holy Grail. 3.5 years ago, you were my unassuming neighbor who lived less than a mile from my parents' house. 11 years ago, you became a philosophy student at Tech, just as I left Lubbock in my rear view. 13 years ago, you were a classmate in high school, a very handsome classmate in high school. 22 years ago, you were a blonde-headed third grader in my school being taught by my second mother. And almost 32 years ago, you were brought into this world by the same two hands that would bring me into this world 6 weeks later. From the moment we started life, our lives have run parallel, just a fingertips length apart. Every step I've taken since then has led me to this point. Standing here in front of you today, because you are more myself than I am. Whatever our souls are made of, yours and mine are the same. Nick Matthews, you are my world. I promise that our love and my devotion to you will come first in all things. I will care for you and stand by your side through all of our triumphs, challenges, joys, and sorrows. I vow to grow young with you and to never stop dreaming of our adventures yet to come.
There are no more beautiful words than those coming from the heart. Hearing each of them it's just one more thing to show how truly close y'all are growing together and how beautiful a relationship y'all have. Now I'm going to take my time on this next part because I don't want anything to fall, so excuse me.
I appreciate that.
Yes, I already promised I would jump in and get them if needs be, but let's avoid that. The single ring follows itself until it finds another. These two in exchanging rings adds dimension to their lives, no longer single but infinite in a wonderful loop of life. Realize this is as you exchange rings, and know that there is no longer separation. Nick, take her hands and repeat after me. I give this ring as a symbol of my vow.
Give this ring as a symbol of my vow.
With all that I have, I honor you.
With all that I have, I honor you.
And with this ring, I thee wed.
And with this ring, I thee wed.
Sorry. Katie takes Nick's hand and repeat after me. I give this ring as a symbol of my vow.
I give this ring as a symbol of my vow.
With all that I have, I honor.
With all that I have, I honor.
And with this ring, I thee wed.
And with this ring, I thee wed.
Having so expressed their love divine, standing before all beauty and wonder, by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church, Om Namah Shivaya. I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. They are the Matthews family.
Come give him a hug.